Hey guys, I feel like a stranger, but I'm making a video. Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to Solo Dolo Sports Facebook page. Welcome to Super Mega Baseball 3. I have a radical idea for tonight for this video. So I'm going to do something had an idea to do, and I'm going to actually do it tonight. How you guys doing? Been a while. I haven't really gamed. Pretty much I haven't really gamed all that much. Mostly I've been chilling, watching a lot of football and stuff on TV and stuff like that. As far as college football anyway. So I've been just chilling. The only real gaming I have been doing, of course, if you guys pay attention to this page, of course always the big thing is Supercharger. By the way, I'm going to live stream our Sun Belt Conference Championship game next week. We take on Montana for the first ever Sun Belt Conference Championship game. We have a chance to win a fourth conference championship in 6 seasons. It should be pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to that game. Other than that, not really much on the horizon. I might do something with MLB The Show. Of course, I did put up a post and said about Madden that I'm done with Madden pretty much as far as making videos because the game's too glitchy and cuts off and goes to the home screen too much. And I'm gonna stick to that. There won't be any Madden stuff going on this page anymore until they fix their game, until some miracle happens and things change. But I'm pretty much done with Madden. I do. Of course, do watch some of the DeMontre James stuff, seeing how the team does, seeing how he does throughout his this season, the sixth. I think it would be the sixth season. So I am still in it, but I'm not posting videos about it because the game is just trash as far as trying to do recordings off of it. But if we make it to the Super Bowl, I'll let you guys know. But not really. But like I said, not much going on in my gaming stuff. I game a lot over the years, and I think I've sort of taken a break on it lately. I do have ideas, of course. MLB The Show with the Detroit Tigers. Super Mega Baseball 3, of course. I do want to do stuff with 2K, and I might get into that stuff as far as 2K, like basketball stuff. But right now, I don't really have anything that's really grabbing, that's exciting me to just make videos. But Super Mega Baseball 3 is a good one, even though I've been disappointed lately with my team. That's why I'm doing this video right now. Summary of this, I've done 8 seasons. I'm 188 and 209. That's below 500. I've won 1 championship. And that 1 championship was our 1 playoff appearance. Other than that, it's been pretty bad. Season 8, 23 and 25. We went 23 and 25 this year. Season 7, 23 and 25 last year. 20 and 28 season 6. 21 and 27 in season 5. 18 and 30 in season 4. 16 and 32 in season 3. Won it all in season 2. And didn't make the playoffs with a 500 record in season 1. So, I won't even say it's a mixed history. It's like we're one of those teams that had that glorious run, one glorious run in them, and then it's just been terrible. It's just been terrible. I got a pretty good roster. Zero Fry, of course, is really good. Zero Fry, my first baseman. Sometimes he'll play a catcher. Really good career. Really good for me. $7.8 million a year. Hit 380. 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. One of my favorite players. One of my favorite players. 7.8 million, of course, for him. Max Huron, I brought him in. 293. Didn't do great. Did okay. But he led the team in home runs, though. CT Dunn was the big surprise for me. Last year he was like crazy. I mean, 13 home runs, 354. He actually hit better as far as average, but I had less RBIs from him, less home runs. So he's not really delivering anymore, and I'm paying him all this money. And I'm like, dude, what's up? I'm just highlighting the players that really stand out to me. Cedric Offer had a really good year. I brought him in this year. He doesn't make that much, but he had 359, 21 RBIs, 6 home runs, 47 hits. Did pretty good. I liked him a lot in the lineup. Cedric Singleton is my big RBI man. 19 RBIs, 30 hits, 323 average. Pretty good, pretty decent. Should be back this year. Uriah Biggs, of course, is my big guy. Uriah Biggs, of course, is one of the best players I have on the team. 50 hits, 6 home runs, 19 RBIs, 376 average. Damn good season. And we get to the pitching. Bishop Fuller. Last year, struck out pretty much everybody. The guy was just a phenomenal 116 strikeouts. This year it went down to 75. 3.05 ERA, 5 wins, 3 losses. Pretty solid career. Not like it was last year, though. Last year he was just automatic. Paying him $14 million a year. I brought in Odin Vasquez, 9.8 million, 3.17 ERA, 5 wins, 2 losses. Very solid pitcher. I think our pitching is really, really good. Pay a lot for these pitchers. Chris Sellers, of course, had a real good, pretty decent season. That ERA is kind of high, though. 2-4. Not great, but decent. Had a decent season. Joe Bullock really showed out, man. I mean, 7-2, 4.01 ERA, had a really good season. I liked him. He's a really good player. And of course, our steadfast relief pitcher, been the relief pitcher for a long time, Jamal Marquardt, 0-2, but 2.70 ERA. I think as far as saves, he had only 2 saves, which is kind of surprising. But I don't think I put him in there too much for the saves. I think it was Joel Bullock that got me most of my saves. He only had 1. Who had the saves, man? Did Augie McLean have the saves? I brought him in here. Not really. Well, maybe my relief pitching wasn't all that good. I know Joe Bullock was pretty decent, though. But anyway, here is my idea for this ongoing thing I'm doing with Super Mega Baseball 3. This is my idea. I'm just going to hit y'all with it. Let me see if I can change this a little bit. I think that because we're not making the playoffs, and I tried to get the best players in here to make the playoffs, I hit on an idea. Instead of worrying about getting the best players, I'm just going to get developmental players. And this is my rule, if you make more than $5 million, I have to let you go. That's what I'm going to do. So this is what I'm doing, and this is a crazy idea, but I think that it's kind of warranted if I want to do anything big with this series and keep it kind of going and keep it interesting. Because I am kind of bored with it a little bit, even though I like the game. I do want to kind of move on to the show. I want to move on to the show and do content with it versus Super Mega Baseball 3. So if we look at the salaries, CT Dunn will be gone. Uriah Biggs will be gone. Cedric Swafford will be gone. Max Horan would be gone. Ricky Rivette Erickson would be gone. Zero Fry would be gone. Phil A. Jones would be gone. Bishop Fuller's gone. Chris Seller's gone. Odin Vasquez is gone. Nico Shipwreck is gone. Joe Bullock, he's only a little bit past the $5 million, but I'm going to have to let him go because these are the rules. I made it. These are the rules. Jamal Marquardt, he's gone, and Robert Corbett will stay because he makes right at $5 million. So we're going to get rid of a lot of players. We're going to get rid of a lot of players. So we'll just see how that goes. I am going to start the playoffs, see who wins the title. Of course, we missed the playoffs. That's obvious. We're going to simulate all these games. Lions, if the Lions win it, it'll be their third straight title. And I'm like, man, I can't believe the Lions would win 3 straight titles. That's crazy. And, of course, the Governors used to be the Red Foxes. I taught them the Governors in honor of my Sun Belt series with my Sun Belt Conference team in Supercharger. So I wanted to do something with that. Right now, Sorloins are up on the Mules. You win 3 games, you basically move on. Titans are 0-2 right now. And Mules stave off elimination. And it will be the Governors moving on. And the Warhawks move on. And Mules hold off elimination. Heaters hold off elimination. And it's the Mules advancing. Mules advance. Now we're in the semifinal. We are now in the semifinal, baby. Who's going? Mules look like they're going to go to the finals. But no, wide loads hold them off. No, wide loads hold them off. And it will be the Governors in the finals. Who will be their opponent? It's the wide loads. Governors and wide loads for the championship. There will be no Lions repeat. And the Governors are up 2-0. And the Governors do not hold, wide loads hold off elimination. But Governors win by 1 run. And your Governors are the Supercharger League champs. Governors win. We don't. And I guess I'll just go ahead and start the off season. And of course, we're going to release a lot of players. Joe Bullock, I guess, left. He's no longer on the team. He resigned. So he's gone already. I don't have to make that decision. He's already gone. And of course, in this game, you can't, you got to get someone else there. But first off, I'm going to get rid of CT Dunn. We do have, let me look at the contracts, see if we got any cheap players. We got a $2.7 million guy. At $2.7 million, okay. These salaries are too big. There are some cheap salaries here. Of Or CT Dunn is a second baseman. He's also a shortstop. So I need to get someone that kind of has that position. We cannot take Humphrey Buffler. He makes too much. We can bring in Kawhi Shepard at $4 million, and we will do that. So we accept that. So he's gone. Dry Biggs, $5.2 million makes a little smidge too much. We have to let him go. So I'm gonna let my best catcher go. Of course, I can't spend over $5 million, so I gotta look for a cheap player. All the catchers make too much money. And I don't think there's a catcher here that makes $5 million right now. Even the secondary ones make too much money. I'm all about development. I'm just going to develop guys. So I can't let go of Uriah Biggs right now because the market doesn't have a team. Let's see if we can get rid of Zero Fry. I'm going to hate this, man. I love Zero Fry, but Zero Fry makes too much money, so we got to move on. He's also one of my favorite catchers. At $2.3 million, I can get Glover Fisher. And I do want him to be a catcher. I do want another catcher. Zero Fry also is one of my best catchers, but might have to let him go anyway. Big Steal, 0.9, 2.3. I know they ain't got no one down here. Nope. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try to move on anyway. I'm going to try to get cheap contracts. I think Glover is fine. Let's do that. Let's go with Zero Fry. Miriam is okay. She makes $3.5 million, so we don't have to let her go. Now we got to look for a shortstop. So I find me a shortstop that's cheap. Oh, actually, he's a second baseman. Okay, never mind. Shortstop is a second thing. I'll turn this music up. Oh boy, we do have a $3.8 million for a second baseman, Isabella Schmidt. It's got some contact, $3.8 million though. We'll let go of Rocky right now. All right, cool. Max Heron, my third base guy. Good for cheap deals. We have had Flynn Ross before. Do we bring Flynn Ross back? Probably have to. It's kind of a weird way to do this, man. I always was going after the best players, and now I'm going to get these low-rated players. Yep, and that matches up great because he's also can play at shortstop. That's good. We will sign Flynn Ross. We let Max Heron go. We might have a lot of developmental funds now. We're waiting on Uriah Biggs in the next round. Cedric Alford, my center fielder. Good season. Hate to see him go, but this is my experiment that I'm doing. We can bring in Dakota Drummond, she has really good ratings as far as contact at $4.7 million. I think we're going to do that. Dakota Drummond, welcome to the Chargers. So we are letting guys go. Filet Jones is a left fielder. for a cheap left fielder contract. 6.5 million makes way too much. 2.6 million left fielder, doesn't play any other position, but it's 2.6 million. That is cheap, and we'll make that deal. Olaf, welcome to the Chargers. Letting these contracts go. Look at this, starting to thin out this money. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I can find a replacement for Ryan Biggs in this round. So we will move on. Oh, wait, we got to find pitchers. Bishop Fuller has been awesome. Love the guy, but he makes $14 million. We're going to look for a cheaper starting pitcher. Barry Parsons, long-time Charger player. 35 years old, $3.6 million. Bella Meatball makes less than that, but she's a K-Dud. I don't really want no K-Duds. But Barry Parsons is now back our ace pitcher. Not according to the ratings, though. So we go up even more in our surplus. There we go. We bring in Barry Parsons. Chris Sellers, $7.7 million. We obviously got to let him go. I really don't want a K-Dud. I really don't. And our guys are going to get grabbed up by other teams. This could go really bad. As far as starting pitching, I don't want a K-Dud, so I'll probably keep simming until I get someone that doesn't have a K-Dud. So we can't let go of any of these guys yet. I will look into Nico Shipwreck, though. So I think we got a person that can replace that $7.5 million contract. She makes $5 million on the nose. Welcome to our new starting relief pitcher, Rachel Rhubarb, whatever her name is. We'll look at relief pitching. Jamal Marquardt, long-time Charger, been with me the whole 8 seasons. Sucks, but I'm going to let him go. Dominic Beck, $2.3 million. Welcome to the team. Ago McLean, good player. Oh yeah, he makes $3.5 million. I don't have to get rid of him. Robert Corbett makes $5 million on the nose. Barry Parsons 3.6. Rachel Rhubarb. We have to let go of Joe. Well, Joe Bullock's already gone. So, but I got to look for his replacement. He's got to make less than $5 million. Oh, we get the specialist. Caden Garrison. Welcome to the Chargers. I've pretty much done my job. I've got the salaries really down. But I need to get these starting pitchers out of here. So there you go. We will move on to the next round, see if we can get rid of anyone. Here comes the rebuild. We're dumping all this money. Let's see. Ryan Biggs, anyone cheap right now as far as a catcher? Everybody still makes too much money. Zero Fries on the market for $14.7. That makes too much money. Chris Sellers. Yep, all these starting pitchers make too much money, and I don't want a K-Dud. I'll take a K-Dud if I have to, but I really don't want a K-Dud. Need you to kind of get strikeouts. That would be bad. Nico Shipwreck is at $14 million. Wonder what Bishop Fuller's asking for, $19 million. It's crazy. So, of course, I can't make any moves. So we're going to go up rounds, see what happens. Let's go by a couple of rounds, see what happens. See what happens in the transaction. L Sticks, the Heaters, any of our old players going. Not much, nothing much going on. Rod Biggs just makes $0.2 million, man, more than I can pay him. I'm looking for cheaper, and I don't think I'll find it. Jason Fury's contract money's gone down to $5.4 million. I do got Trey Harvey, but he's an RBI dud. I'm not trying to get any bad stuff like that. Of course, he's my main catcher, so I can't really take him off the board yet. Everybody just makes too much money right now. It's always big money they want in these opening rounds, man. And I cannot get these contracts. Diana Hitton's down to 5.3. We'll send him a little bit, see if we can get that down. We'll go ahead to the next round. Another round, we hit another round. We're in round 8. Rod Biggs, let's see if we can get a replacement for him. $4.8 million for a catcher for Kason Fury. He's right at the sweet spot. I think we go for Kason Fury. So we signed Kason Fury. He makes $0.4 million less than Rod Biggs. We accept that. Batting order has been completely changed. The only guy, Brock Edwards, Corbin Peterson, Cedric Singleton, Braylon Ali, Barrett Gold, that's the only players left. Look for another starting pitcher to replace Chris Sellers. Diana Hinton. Goodbye, Chris Sellers. We saved like $3 million. Chris Sellers is gone. Odin Vasquez, $9.8 million. We don't want to pay that. I do not want the K-Dud, and that's all I'm getting is K-Duds. Chris Sellers on the market for $17 million. So we're going to just go a few rounds and try to get these prices down. No transactions were made by other teams in round 8. Let's see about round 9. One transaction. The Governors, the champs, get Brickley Pickle. Let's go to round 10. Now we're in round 11. Odin. Let's see if we can place Odin. Jerry Rocha, Bella Meatball. Don't want to do those. These prices are too crazy. I'm trying to avoid the K-Duds. I don't really want K-Duds. I want guys that can kind of get strikeouts. We're going to sim some more. One transaction. Go 13. 2 transactions were made. Let's go around 15. 3 transactions. Nothing much. Got 8 million, man, in cap space. 2 transactions were made. Nothing else really. Okay, we're about to the halfway point. We'll go next round. How many transactions were made? 4. Bison make a move. Titans coach was replaced. Jason Kesey, Affinity was replaced by Grace Lamb. Let's see if any of these prices came down. Odin Vasquez. Starting pitchers. Wes Yogurt's there. 5.3. 5.2. So some of these prices, some of these guys are coming down. And I can avoid the K-Duds. Let's go next round. Hopefully no one signed the guys I wanted. 5 transactions. Titans signed CT Dunn. CT Dunn gets paid $16 million. Wow. CT Dunn got paid. I got to get rid of Odin Vasquez contract. Yeah, I think he's the only one left. Yeah, I just got to get rid of his contract. He's the only one left. So I do move on. 5.2 million for Wes Yogurt. 5.1. Got to come down some more. Next round. 16 transactions. Bella Meatball did get signed. Rosie Hartman, Lincoln Pratt. Mayor. Trey Harvey goes to the Heaters. D. Simmons goes to the Governors. Slapper Glute's been replaced by Jack Cracker. A lot of moves. A lot of moves. Wes Yogurt hits the sweet spot. He's at 5 million. But Prince Fontana is at 4.9 million. Wes Yogurt's got more junk. Prince has got about the same accuracies on everything. I think I'm going to go with Prince Fontina. This will save us like $5 million more. We signed Prince Fontina to a contract. And we are done. That was quick. My high salary, of course, is $5 million even. And my lowest is 2.7 million, 2.6, 2.3. Actually, it's 2.2. And we should get a lot of developmental funds because now I'm not paying the players the money. So we should save a lot of money and be able to develop these guys. We will skip the whole entire offseason. And we are done. Let's see what happened. Corbin Kramer still out there. See if there are any really good players out there. Rivik Erickson never got signed. So asking for 5.3 million. Dylan Powell. Filet Jones is down to 3.9, which I could bring him back, which I might do. Pay a little bit more money and bring back Filet Jones. Yeah, we'll do that. As Filet Jones comes back. Let's look at pitchers. Molly Pops is out there, but she wants too much. Jamal Marquardt's still out there for $3.2 million. Can we bring him back? I kind of do want to bring him back. We're going to let Dominic Beck go and bring back Jamal Marquardt. Odin Vacquez is asking for $8.2 million now. All right. Let's look at the team now. Wow, just a totally different team, man. We did keep some players, though. Some players are still on the roster, but mostly it's all going to be about development. It's going to be all about development. No longer worried about, like, trying to get the best players. It's all about development now. It's going to be kind of interesting. We got $61.5 million economy going on. Let's look at it. Budget is $142 million. Team payroll is at $80 million. I have a surplus of $61.5 million. I get $1 million, $1.2 million in developmental funds to develop these guys. That is awesome. That means we can develop and get the players better. I kind of dig it. I think it'd be great. We'll view our schedule. We take on the Lions in a 3-game series to start everything. It's crazy. Let's seem like these CPU games. And you guys just witnessed a salary dump. I just dumped a whole lot of salary. And of course, do I expect the team to? Of course, I know the big thing everyone's going to ask. Well, do you expect your team now to make it to a playoffs now? I mean, after you dumped all these players, I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'm doing a different route. I'm doing development. We'll just see how the development goes. I wish they had it where you could see where other guys went. Let's see where other guys went. We'll switch teams. See if let's see what our division. Who's in our division that actually, Anthony Nelson. Grizzlies. Nobody from that team. Heaters, Lions. Kenyon Espinosa's there. Malcolm Conrad, of course. Nico Shipwreck is with the Lions now. Crazy. Palladians. Hackliner's with the Palladians. Uriah Biggs is with the Palladians. Will Coleman left a long time ago. He's with the Palladians. Treasure Alford's with the Palladians. Titans. CT Dunn is with the Titans. Zero Fry's with the Titans now. Solo Dello, of course, been there for a while. It's not the same. Bishop Fuller's with the Titans, too. Oh, boy. It's with the Bison. Hunter Saturday. Ryan Kemper. Hunter Whitmore. Nothing changed, really. We saw the Governors. How about the Hot Corners? Mashadonga's there. Jacks. Max Huron's with there. I just saw that. He's with the Jacks. About the Mules. Mike Coleman, not much changing. Sirloins. Lance Miller, Jim Miller. Not mighty much. I think we saw the sounds, didn't we? Gordon Camella, of course, is there. Saw the Titans, Warhawks, Byloads. Elmo Slayer's there. Okay. Bison, I saw them. Buzzards. Really nobody, really. Governors. Saw the Heaters. Trey Harvey's with the Heaters. Not really anybody here. I think that's about it. Let's go back to my team. And there's our team. Calvin Shepard's new. Dakota Drummond's new. Flynn Ross comes back, but he's basically new. Kason Fury. Isabella Schmidt. Glover Fisher. Kristen Fontina. Diana Hinton. Gray Parsons comes back. Rachel Rhubarb. And Caden Garrison. Oh, yeah, this is going to be awesome. Especially with the developmental funds we're going to get. And that is how you blow up a team. I think I made a video one time about blowing up a team. This was actually me actually doing it. So I blew up the Charger baseball team just to make it interesting. I tried making the playoffs the last six seasons in this thing, and it just hasn't happened. And I signed the best players, and I still couldn't get it done in the sim or anything like that. So I said, hey, I'll go to player development route and see if we can get it done there. But do I honestly see us going back to playoffs? Probably not. Really weak roster all around. But just play the games and see what happens. See what happens in the sim. Sim also determines some of this stuff too. So we'll just see how it goes. Guys, it's been a long time. Thank y'all for anyone who watched these videos. We'll see how this season goes. Of course, next week, live stream Columbus State Supercharger at home take on the Montana Grizzlies for the Sun Belt Conference Championship. You guys the game will be live on this page, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.